for joining us for KSL News at 4 o'clock. New developments in that tragedy there, that homicide investigation in West Valley City after a family was found dead in their home.
Yeah, Deanie Wimmer is live near the scene, anchoring our team coverage tonight. Shelby Lofton has the latest from police, but we begin now with Deanie. Deanie?
Ashley and Dan, the neighborhood tone right now is pretty somber, as you might imagine. The neighbors that I have talked to are still trying to process what happened. Just 24 hours ago, these streets were filled with police. The roads were blocked off. Police were trying to process the scene and had just gotten a search warrant to enter the home. Now, just 2 hours ago, West Valley Police gave us an update on the latest that they have from the investigation. News specialist Shelby Lofton was here at the scene for that update. And Shelby, it sounds like at least now what we know new is that they are dealing with what we believe is a murder-suicide investigation.
Yeah, Deanie, that's right. Police told us that that 17-year-old son who was found in the garage was shot in the head, and they said they found a small handgun underneath his father's body. We spoke to West Valley City Police spokesperson Roxanne Vainuku, and she says the 2- and 9-year-old children were found in the same bed as their mother, and she said the 11-year-old son and his father were found in the family living room. They said police say they were killed likely sometime over the weekend, and another family member who lives outside of this house found the 17-year-old in the garage on Tuesday. Police do not believe he was shot there. They said that neighbor regularly talked to the now deceased mother of this family and suddenly couldn't reach her. She called police to do a welfare check, which they did on Monday, but they said they found no evidence of anything criminal, so they left. The next night, the home had turned into a crime scene.
There's no history of domestic violence. There was no sort of a note, and we really have no motive. We understand how frustrating it is for an incident of this magnitude to happen and to not understand why. We know people want to know why. We want to know why. But the truth is we may never know.
Now, police told us the autopsy will provide a better timeline for when these individuals were killed and how. Coming up at 5, we asked police about how their bodies went undiscovered for days. They walk us through the welfare check they did on Monday, and they explain why they did not go inside the home that day. I'll send it back to you.
Shelby, thank you. Yeah, such a disturbing situation, this whole case. I spoke with retired Deputy Chief Chris Bertram about cases like these. He's handled them before in his career, and he talked about the fact that these have a widespread impact, not just on the families, but the broader community, including police officers and first responders who arrive at the scene.
It's always with you. It'll never go away. And officers deal with these emotional stressors in a lot of different ways.
He also says that this time of year can lead to a higher stress and incident of violence within families.
This time of year, during the holidays, we do see, those maybe frustration-induced violence and depressed, and, we worry about money and family and all the things that come up during this great season. Also causes a lot of stress on people.
Now, that said, we don't know what was going on with that family, but one bit of information that we've gotten that may have some insight. We talked to the next door neighbor who told us that recently the father had been fired, had lost his job because of some kind of eye problem. He said that that's the only thing that makes sense, that otherwise the family kept pretty much to themselves. There were several neighbors who have been out walking and just trying to get air and probably trying to process all of this. They say the family pretty much kept to themselves, that they saw the children get on and off the school bus once in a while, but other than that, they didn't have a lot of interaction. So still a lot of investigating to do, a lot of questions unanswered, but we are beginning to learn a little bit more about what happened. I'll send it back to you.
All right, boy, just a real tragedy out there, and thanks again, Deanie Wimmer, live for us this afternoon.